Welcome to the first episode of Couple of Casuals. This is episode 1 where we talk everything MMA related and so on and so forth. This is our casual take. And yeah, where do we start?
Hello. So we just wrapped up with UFC 301. Shut up! Sorry.
Siri.
So we just finished with UFC 301. Pantoja versus Erceg, correct?
That was the main card, yeah.
We were all cheering for Erceg, Captain Nonchalant. And he fought really well, actually. He fought really well.
He fought a beautiful fight. I mean, straight off the bat, Pantoja came off hot. He came off hot. He was swinging. I think he got a takedown in the first 10 seconds, and I was a little bit nervous. I don't know if you guys were. What's up, Marley? What's cracking? This is Marley, everyone.
Whose dog is that?
I don't know. Yeah, so Pantoja looked good straight off the bat, but then I think Steve Erceg started to find his ground, and that left hook was finding the home, especially into round 2, and then round 3. But there was some controversy.
I can't even remember the full fight, if I'm honest. But is it crude of me to say that Pantoja's a bit boring?
Well, he just lays on you.
Yeah, he's a bit boring, right? I mean, like, that's coming from me, the filthy casual. But I don't know. Maybe I just expect a champ like Volk just to, like, you know, do something more. But you know what? I mean, like, everyone's got their game plan, so I guess I can't hate on him for it.
No, but here's the thing: he has an explosive moment, and you'll get like the most sloppy combo off 1-2, doesn't land.
Was that Pantoja?
Pantoja, and then he just does that to get closer to the opponent, and then he takes you down, and then he does nothing. Like, I don't think he landed any power shots on Erceg once he took him down. He'll just hug him, just sleep on him. Wasn't doing much at all. And that's where it's coming down, because ultimately Pantoja won that fight 3-2 rounds, and because of his grappling. But the criteria is damage.
It's damage.
Damage triumphs everything else. And who got cut? Who got messed up? I saw Erceg.
Was it cut from a headbutt? Was it cut for an elbow?
The first elbow was, I think, round 3.
He had some good elbows, didn't he,
Nasty
Erceg?
elbow.
He had some good elbows. 12-6.
What's up, Marley? Do we know him?
I don't know that guy.
No, yeah. So he cut him open in round 3 badly. Probably the most damaging shot of the whole fight. But he still actually lost that round. I'm pretty sure they gave that round to Pantoja because he had all the control time. So that's the argument. It's like you have one person who landed a massive damaging shot. He was holding his head for the rest of the bloody fight, but he laid on him, and that, I guess, won him the round and ultimately the fight.
They should take grappling out of UFC.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah,
but this is.
I think it's boring.
But
I think it's really pointless. Like, does anyone care about the grappling?
But it's MMA.
Yeah, but like
mixed martial arts. Going back to the Pantoja Erceg fight, that's pretty much what it is. Who was the better fighter? I think Steve was the better fighter. But he made some bit of bad decisions. Like, he kept going for takedowns with ultimately the better grappler, which was Pantoja. So Pantoja got him down, and it was just a scramble off, which Steve did really well, but he still couldn't get out of some tricky situations.
Yeah, I think if you give Steve a couple more high-level fights, he probably knows what to do next time.
I think he still dominates the top 10 of that division.
So who would he fight next? Steve Erceg?
John Jones.
Oh, that'd be a good fight too. Steve could win that. Why not? John's so slow now. He's so slow. Oblique kick to the nuts, eye poke. What? He's got nothing.
He doesn't even want to fight.
It's probably not legal, but I'm just going to ask it. If you're in a submission and you're cooked, like you're in there, there's no way out. If you tickle the guy, is that illegal? Because it's so silly goofy. But like, imagine like someone's got you up here, because like then they'll fucking let go.
No, I'll be dropping my guard for sure.
But like, could you imagine seeing that at like a high level? It would be like the craziest thing.
That'd be funny, because
but they would probably have to outrule that.
It's funny
tickling,
because like you look at Max Holloway, like the dude's got the craziest pain tolerance in the world, but does he have a tickle tolerance?
Most people are very ticklish.
You know what I mean? Like, he could take, like, Max Holloway can take, like,
but also
bomb to the head. But
On the
can you take a little tickle?
talking of tickling as well,
Mm.
probably when you're super angry and like your adrenaline is cooked, you probably don't feel ticklish.
But that's what they say about the pain, right? They don't feel the punches because the adrenaline is so high. So maybe they don't feel the tickling either.
Yeah. I feel like if I was in a octagon fight, I would tickle.
Yeah.
But
Do you reckon they would introduce you as
tickle Taprel.
Bruce Buffer?
Zane, the tickler. That sounds bad. That sounds real bad.
Homie's about to catch a case.
Cut that, Marley. Cut
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
If you're paying a ridiculous fee to like, go to like a live show, why wouldn't you stay for the main event?
That's the pay-per-view headliner. And it's weird though because they Pantoja's Brazilian, like that's their home king as well.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough to keep them entertained. I don't know, maybe it's because Pantoja's not a good fighter.
It may have been because Steve just wasn't that interesting of an opponent. I mean, like, to be fair, 2 weeks prior, I had no idea who he was either.
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch his fights and go, oh, yeah, this guy can bang. And he's from Perth. He's from Australia. Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
But I feel like the crowd may have just gone, yeah, he's going to flog him.
I think
Let's go beat the traffic.
I think that was everyone's general consensus about Steve is he's the most ordinary looking dude, but he can throw.
Yeah,
He can throw down, but even during the first face-off, did you see? Homie's looking like he's straight out of Best Buys with his little blue polo.
I respect it, though.
No, absolutely. The most, like, freaking substitute teacher by day, knocking you out by night, back to Best Buys, night shift, skeleton hours. He's him.
I like Steve.
Nah, and he took it on the chin as well during his post-fight speech. He said he just blew it because he went for that final takedown because he was winning round 5. But what can you do? And that comes from what people like to say, the inexperience, because he was only 4 fights in the UFC. He proved he was the better fighter. Stand-up game was great, but he didn't make the smartest decisions, and that comes from inexperience. But, give him 2 more fights. I feel like he deserves that title again. Give him a top 5, Dana. Give him a top 5.
You know who else deserves a title fight, and he's getting it?
Who's that?
Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, the guillotine grandmaster. Imagine him popping the head of Islam. Like, actually popping it.
Like, pop it off?
Yeah, like, actually, like, dislocating the head from his neck. I would cheer. I mean, it would be gruesome. But I would cheer.
Just like a decapitated head?
Yeah, all jokes aside, Poirier, Islam. I don't know if Poirier's going to be able to do it. I love and pray that he can. Because his track record's spotty, hey. Well, not like spotty, but like flogged Connor, flogged Chandler, just got beat by Charles. I mean, not like just, but winning and then lost.
Yeah.
Gaethje head kick, I still think was a super lucky shot, like the Leon shot. I just think it was lucky. I don't know. I think it was just timing.
I think it was there. Ooh. I think it was there all day. No, it wasn't there all day. But people, they fear his leg kicks. So when you're thinking he's gone for your legs and he's going to butcher your legs, and then he switches it up and goes up top, which he doesn't very often. He doesn't go for the head kick.
We're talking about Gaethje?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You don't expect it. So, and he even faked it with the punch. So I think it was beautiful timing. Faked it with the punch, up high.
I guess
DP out cold, gets black.
I guess I'm also talking about like I think Poirier is still really good. I think he just got super unlucky.
No, yeah. I don't take away from DP at all.
Yeah.
He's been one of the top, like he stays in the top 3 for 5 years now.
Yeah. Well,
But-
Islam's been inactive for a long time,
Dude doesn't fight.
but
What does he do?
I don't know. I think it'll be really good. I hope it's not disappointing, but I'm back in Poirier.
I'm back in Poirier all the way.
It would be insane.
The only thing is styles make fights, and this is an easy style fight for Islam Makhachev.
Just grapple.
Just grapple it because that is just his flaw. Great on the feet. If he doesn't get the feet, doesn't get the gilly, you're gonna take him down, and then I think he'll probably get ragdolled on the ground. But if you go back to the Dustin Poirier Khabib fight, Khabib got in one of the nastiest gillies on the ground on Khabib.
Yeah.
But Khabib it was in there for like 10 seconds.
He cheated.
Who?
Khabib.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he cheated.
During that fight?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Well, I watched this like YouTube channel and they spoke about how Khabib puts his fingers in the gloves always and he like pops them out and like he pulls it on the shorts. So I mean, like I don't know how people call him the greatest. He's trash. He really is trash.
You can't be serious.
Yeah. Where's my Conor McGregor shirt?
Look, nah. He's definitely overrated.
No, he was good for his time.
Was he? Sits on ya. Nah, he was good.
A dream fight would be Islam versus Khabib.
But they're like family.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Have them go at it.
Do you reckon they would? Or do you reckon they just like hug each other?
Nah, they would never. Oh, you know what? You're right. It would be just a grapple game. But let's not talk about fantasy. Let's talk about real life. Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland.
The co-main event?
Yeah, co-main event 302.
Yep. So Costa coming off the L from our homeboy, Robert Whittaker.
We love Robert Whittaker. Got a photo with Robert Whittaker. Let's go, Rob.
Let's reenact it. Ready? Yeah, that was Rob. Great guy. Yeah. And, got the win over Costa after his big layoff. But here is Costa coming on a big, quick turnaround against Sean Strickland, coming off the L, or W, as people like to call it, controversial, over Dricus Duplessis. What do you think
that was close.
That fight with that co-main?
You know what? I don't see Sean losing that for some reason. Unless if Sean's lost his confidence, but I don't see that.
No.
Because he fought well against Dricus. It was just a bit of a dodgy ruling potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people think that he should have won that fight. So I would give my bet to Sean. I don't see it going any other way. I think I don't know. Yeah, round 2. Well, is it 5 rounds or 3 rounds?
That's a good.
That would be a great 5-round fight.
It should be a co-main, but knowing how they are, I think it's the 3-rounder. Oh man, I think on the feet, Strickland will find the better of him. But Costa does have some nasty leg kicks. That roundhouse heel kick that he hit on Robert Whittaker in the round 1, last 10 seconds, he's wobbled. He's still throwing, and he survives the storm and comes back stronger. But
you forget that Robert Whittaker is the best fighter of all time.
He's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the best of all time though.
No, but
I love Rob. I love Rob, but you can't call him the best fighter.
Look at me with Rob right here.
Yeah, he's right here. Ready? Pose.
How can he not be the best?
Nah, he's great.
Yeah, go on.
He's great. I can see Costa throwing some nasty leg kicks and hitting Strickland up high and rocking him for a bit. But I think on the feet in a boxing fight, if he keeps it on the feet, Strickland will win.
Sean's got it.
Sean's got it.
I mean, he outclassed Izzy like nothing.
No.
Yeah, he did. He thrashed Izzy. Thrashed him. And
he fought a beautiful fight, but come on, if they fight again, it's a different story.
I don't know, to be honest. Sean might just have his number. Who knows? But I agree, Sean will win against Costa.
That'll be an entertaining fight as well. That'll be an entertaining fight, but no, get lost with Izzy. The flyweight division is in struggle right now because they've all fought each other. There's no new blood. That's why they gave him the Steve Erceg fight, because he was this hot new contender who bloody won it and ranked number 10. He showed that he's better than the whole division. I think that he can run it with anyone in the top 10. He almost became champ. He was 1 round off being the bloody champ. Whereas Royval was, that was a clear win to Pantoja. Wasn't as competitive. Love Royval as well, but Erceg...
Well, the light went off.
Is that what it was?
Go on, continue.
Light.
There we go.
It shows that what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think Erceg deserves to belong in the top 10. I mean, top 5, top 3. He proved himself.
So do we think before Pantoja fights again, should we see Royval versus Erceg for number 1 contender? Or do you think Erceg has to prove himself a little bit more?
I don't disagree. I feel like he deserves a top 3 opponent to be put in contender spot, and that would be Moreno or Royval or Amir Abazi. And then the winner versus the champion, please, which will be Pantoja again.
What's that guy that you like? Kai Kara France?
Kai Kara France, yep. He's ranked number 5, I believe.
Would him versus Erceg be good?
I don't think they would. Just because of the Anzacs.
Well, it's like too much conflict.
Yeah, it's like Islam versus Kamzat Shemaev. It's like, brother, we can't do this to each other.
Gotcha. Okay. You know who's like that as well?
Who's that?
It's is it Sterling and Marab? Where they just like they won't fight each other?
Yeah.
What a bunch of pussies. Pussies.
But they're like best friends though.
Screw that. If it were like, for example, for the title, me versus you, yeah, we'll fucking throw down. I mean, like,
which I'm winning. This is us and Rob Whittaker.
No, but I think they should fight. I mean, look, you can have friends, of course, but like, sometimes fighting your friends kind of cool.
Can be cool.
I can't tell you the amount of times I've dropped Jaden Knight in this backyard.
Yeah,
like 5.
Should we cut to the footage though?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah. Love that guy. Well, that was the thing. Sterling moved up a division, so Marab can go for the title. So now they're not in the same division. So that thing is kind of dissipated. Speaking of Sterling,
boring UFC fight. I mean, sorry,
UFC 300.
Yeah, boring.
I think some would argue it was some high level grappling. But
boring.
Not gonna lie, you can draw a similar comparison to Pantoja. They didn't do much with it. Just laid on you, picked him up, dumped him on his head. But like, did they do much with it? They don't threaten submissions, threaten ground and pound. These are the things that should win you the round, the scorecards. And my boy Steve Erceg was landing the damaging shots. I'm still cut about that.
Yeah.
Just like almost as big as the cut on Pantoja's forehead, but can't win them all apparently.
Do you think?
Nah.
Who's a bad grappler?
He's a great grappler.
I guess like everyone's always kind of okay. Hey.
Yeah, unless you're Dagestani, then you're amazing grappler.
I was gonna say, life or death. Who could you out grapple?
You know who's a terrible grappler, and I hate to say this because he's one of my favorite fighters. Bam Bam, Tuivasa.
Oh, but you couldn't out grapple Bam Bam.
I'll just sit on him.
You would?
Yeah.
On Bam Bam.
70 kg. Let's go.
Shit.
Nah, it wouldn't go well. No. I couldn't out grapple Bam Bam.
Speaking of Bam Bam, I would really like it if he changed his walkout song, to be honest.
Why the walkout song?
Well, like, I get that he likes to have fun and like walk out to the silly songs, but
yeah.
I would love something a bit more serious or like even like intimidating from him.
Yeah.
Because was it 3 years ago that he was top 5 contender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on a 4-fight losing streak, and he was number 3. I think, against Cyril Gahn. And then, he's down to like number 10 now. And yeah, I could argue he doesn't go into the fight from the walkout in a very serious matter. He's just there. He's just like playing around.
Exactly.
Which I think worked in the rise for his career, like, because he could back it up. But he's just not having... I don't think he has that fire in him like he used to. So a little thing like changing the song could be the right mindset that he needs. You know what I mean?
Hot take. You know who needs to change their walkout song?
Who's that?
Volkanovski. We love the anthem. I come from a land down... Like of course we love it. I think he needs something better.
But that's
especially
if that's his thing though, and he backed it up as the Aussie champ, so he did it for us,
In my point of view, that was his thing. He's now been embarrassed twice. Like, don't get me wrong, love Volk. I'm a Volkaholic. I love me Volk, but something needs to change. I think he needs to walk out with a good song and also be a cunt. Could you imagine Volkanovski as like a mean, nasty, tradie?
You just can't.
Could you imagine him
just coming in? Sure.
No, I could. I think he could do it.
Yeah.
Because he was getting mad during those Brian Ortega moments.
Yeah.
I think it's
did get personal for a minute.
I think he needs a new mindset, and I would love to see an angrier Volk, and I would love a new song. I would like a new song. The song I recommend, From Whom the Bells Tolls. Played here.
Yeah. That is a good song. For Volk though?
Yeah.
Well,
and it starts with the bong.
How does it go?
Bong.
Yep. There you have it.
So,
I can get behind him for a new song because the thing is though, he's the contender now. He's coming up. He's not the champion. He's the contender. So he's fighting for something else. So he needs to change the song up. This is contender Volk. And bro, these Anzacs, contender Izzy, he's scary. And I bet you contender Volk is going to be just as scary. And he's going to do it against that little Ilia Topuria, who looks scared after that Max fight.
He did look scared.
Max and Gaethje last 10 seconds throwing down. Boom! Hard cut to Ilia.
This could be a hot take.
Oh, God.
I kind of want to see Max versus Ilia first.
Oh.
I kind of want to see that first before Volk gets the rematch.
I agree that fight needs to happen. That's an entertaining fight. I don't know if it'll be the next fight though, and that's Ilia's fault because Ilia doesn't want to fight anyone. You see Max's interview on Joe. Ilia doesn't want to fight anyone top 15, brother. He don't want it.
Didn't he want to move up a weight class already?
Oh, he called out Conor. Conor McGregor.
Trash.
Speaking of Conor though,
he's back.
Is he though?
Nah.
What do you mean by that though?
Well, he's back in the UFC for sure. But is he back as a good fighter? Well. Could you imagine?
He's got a lot to prove.
Could you imagine if he snaps that ankle again?
But
ooh, that's a career ender.
He's got that titanium rod in it though. He bulletproof, bro.
I thought that when you get a titanium rod, you're still weak.
Apparently
technically.
I think it makes you stronger. Because that's like your new bone replacement.
How does that work? Is that legal? If you have titanium in your foot and you throw a foot to the head, that's not bone. That's titanium cracking you. Is that legal? Dana!
That's a good point.
No, so the Conor Chandler fight, we've been waiting for that since GTA 6.
And yeah, it's dropping before GTA 6, and that's a long time. And
yeah.
First of all, though, you got to feel bad for Chandler, man. He's stuck in there for what, a year and a half without a fight.
He wasted a lot of time on him.
But I'm sure it's going to pay off. He's gonna get that bag. You know what, Chandler? You get that bag, bro. And maybe you'll get that win as well. But who knows, man? That's a tough fight. The most interesting thing, though, is 170 pounds. They're fighting all the way up at 170. What, welterweight? Mr. Leon Edwards, Mr. Weight? Mr. Kamaru Usman, Mr. Weight?
It'll be interesting. I just, I love Michael Chandler. I really like him.
Yeah, you're a diehard fan for Chandler.
But I don't know if he's improved. Obviously, we haven't seen him, so we don't know.
It's like, what do we know?
Well, from the fights that he's had, it never looks like he improves. He just always looks the same.
Yeah,
if you kind of get what I mean.
No, I do know what you mean.
So, I would love for him to have gotten better. I just don't know. But Connor's kind of in that same boat. Is he any better than what he was? You know? Because what's his record? Came back. He bashed Donald Cerrone. Bashed him up, and then he got KO'd by Dustin, but they had the first good round, round one. Third fight, so Poirier 3, obviously the ankle snap.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and then prior to that, it was the Khabib loss.
Yep.
It's like I don't know.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, and the thing is, he probably hasn't been training as much as these other athletes. Because what I mean is, I think Dana put up a good point. Connor's got that money. He's not fighting for the money. He could lay down the gloves any minute and live off for the rest of his life, and his next kid's life, and the next kid's after that's life. They're set. Whereas all these other fighters, they're hungry because they know they need to make money as well, which Dana raised that. Let's get a pay rise over here, man. Let's get a pay rise.
They should be getting paid more, hey?
Oh, bro. Quick fact. I think it was UFC 300, Diego Lopez. He gets that first minute knockout against that, I think his name was Yusuf.
Was that Captain Bad Haircut?
I like his haircut.
No, you don't.
It suits him.
That might be the worst haircut I have ever seen.
Anyway, apparently he made, I think it was like 40 G's from that fight before tax. And then he probably pays what, 5K, 10K to his coaches. That gets taxed another 10K. So now he's down to 20. He then got fined 5K for, I think he jumped over the cage. And he didn't even do much. He jumped over, waved, freaking hopped back in or whatever.
Did you get fined from jumping the cage?
That's the thing.
Since when?
Since bloody Khabib jumped over and caused World War III after McGregor.
He ruins everything.
Yeah. They made it a rule. I think you get fined 10K if you jump the cage now because they didn't want that happening again.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, Diego Lopez only getting like 40K base rate, blah, blah, blah. I think he's only walking around with like 10, 15K for being one of the best fighters in the world on one of the biggest fight cards ever. That's insanity to me.
Maybe if he got a better haircut, he'd be paid better.
But good haircut, bad haircut, still going to get a round 1 KO.
Who's got a worse haircut than him? Would you call Sean O'Malley's haircut bad? Or is that just like his thing?
It's odd character. I think it's cool.
Who else has got a bad UFC haircut?
Khabib.
What with the afro? Oh, I guess that's a wig.
Yeah. Bad haircut.
I feel like there's got to be someone. You know what's insane to me?
Yeah.
How many people have got bad tattoos in the UFC? Bad tattoos. Bad life choices made.
Should we do a little ranking of the worst tattoos so that we can... Okay. Top 5 worst tattoos.
I love them, but Charles Oliveira children on the chest.
I actually don't mind that.
Nah.
That's a cool... have you seen Jamal Hills? Double thumbs up over here.
That one's not great, yeah.
Yeah, but he's got a Facebook like, and then Charles got his family.
There was a bloke that fought on UFC 301, and he had Jesus dying on the cross on his chest.
Nothing wrong with that. But I do know the fighter. It was huge. It was huge. The placement was not it. If we think of it, we'll put it up right here. Ready?
That guy.
Oh, that's Rob. Sorry. Crap. There's some controversial tattoos. I think it is. He's fighting soon. His name is Alexander Volkov. It's not necessarily bad, but he's got a nasty back tattoo.
You know who's got some shoddy tattoos, but I'm scared to say it because he might kill me?
Who's that?
Alex Pereira. with the titles on his biceps.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why you do that?
He's very, like...
What's the Pereira thing now?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Where does he go next?
Pereira?
Where does he go next?
He's got potential, bro. He could go for the triple champ status if he wants to.
You know what? At this point, he should just do it.
Just, yeah, man. He's collecting those infinity stones like it's no tomorrow. Man, he's fast-tracking all those rankings in the UFC. He ain't mucking around.
It always feels like a fever dream that, like, Izzy beat him in round 2. I have to sneeze. Here it comes.
It's even worse when it doesn't come. Oh, yeah.
Bless me.
No, that's a beautiful rivalry. Him and Izzy.
Do you think Yuri ever takes, like, a bath? Like a standard
Do you
bath?
reckon Yuri's like a stinky guy?
No, I'm trying to picture, like, very normal things that, like, your men do, but, like, just, like, picturing Yuri do it.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine Yuri, like, tripping over? Like, that would be so strange.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Yuri, whacking, like, he's, like, a funny bone? Could you imagine? Because, like, it has to happen.
It would probably sound like a murder scene. It'd probably start like...
Like, well, like, could you imagine... I was gonna say, could you imagine Yuri using, like, the microwave? Like, he probably just, like, stand there watching it cook.
Bro, the microwave's probably scared of him.
Yeah.
He is that guy.
What hurts more? Having a microwave thrown at your head or getting a head kick from Yuri? What hurts more?
Well,
I feel like the microwave is more embarrassing.
the microwave is...
So, like, you want to get a head kicked.
It'd honestly kind of be an honor to get head kicked by Yuri.
I guess it depends on the microwave.
Yeah, like those 2000 volts ones. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Yeah. All the ones that have like the defrost mode.
What's the most painful shot you've ever been hit with? Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I remember being rocked when Jaden hit me in the head with that piece of wood.
Oh.
Like, brother, that rocked me for a loop.
Yeah.
I probably had a mild concussion.
I think you'd give him context.
Bro.
The log.
So sorry. Excuse me. We were at a campfire a couple years back, and there's a very famous scene from Avengers: Age of Ultron where Captain America splits a piece of wood. It's a very popular, well-known scene.
Love it.
And had a friend of mine he wanted to recreate it, but he did it right next to me. So he gets the lump of wood, and as he cracks it, he lets go of it, and it whacks me in the forehead.
Yeah.
Rocks me for a loop.
I think we have some photos of it, actually.
Yeah, you can probably put them up here.
There he is.
Rocked me for a loop. I think I had a mild concussion. So that was probably the hardest I've ever been hit.
It was a big hit. And to be fair, he split that log. Is he worthy of being Captain America?
He's worthy of splitting my head open.
Yeah, it did happen. Yeah.
What's your biggest shot?
If only had we're wearing an Iron Man helmet or something to protect you, that would have been good.
Where would you get an Iron Man helmet?
Costco or something? Costco has everything, don't you?
Iron Man's not even cool anymore, though. Yeah. Chuck him on.
What did Iron Man do to you?
Huh? Nothing.
Yeah.
So UFC 305 coming back to Australia, coming back to Perth.
Yep.
Why is it always Perth? What's in Perth? Who's in Perth? Why not come to Brisbane? Gold Coast? Somewhere nice. Perth sucks. Perth sucks.
You can't be serious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who in their right mind cares about Perth? I mean, to be fair, no one likes Sydney. Melbourne's fine.
Melbourne's great.
Melbourne's fine.
Sydney's great.
People don't have beef with Tasmania.
Yeah, freaking chuck a card in Hobart.
Hobart card would go crazy with the sheep and everything.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so
Why
you're
Perth?
telling me I got to go fly out to Perth? Even in Australia, that's a long flight.
Mm-hmm.
Why go to the back end of Perth when you can come to the Gold Coast?
Us, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, had to catch a freaking...
Darwin?
Yeah, don't forget those guys.
Darwin?
4-hour flight over to Perth.
6 hours? I guess Perth must have some good money. I kind of stopped following politics after Kevin 07.
Kevin 07 was great. Our handball...
You will not lecture me.
Yeah. Stop the boat.
No, that was Julia.
That was Tony Abbott.
Yeah, Tony Abbott. You need more fighter jets.
Yeah.
Where's Tony?
What a guy.
Where's Tony nowadays?
I don't know. In Bali or something. Anyway, back to Perth. They're probably paying a lot of money to host the UFC there. Because, yeah, what really is there? They're trying to get their tourists to go there. That's probably what it is. And you know what? I'd love to go to Perth. It's just expensive. Perfect way to end this episode of Couple of Casuals, where we give you our casual take. What is your take? Let us know in the comments. Support us. Roll with us. Let's go.
Bye.